Hey guys, my name is Dran, and today we're gonna make a whole manga page today. That's the goal, all within 24 friggin' hours. So I'll run you through a day in my life working on some manga, starting from the morning to night so you get a realistic sight into what a day of drawing looks like for me. So without further ado, let's start. I love to start my days off with some cold brew coffee, and I was going to show some of this for this video, but I ran out of coffee. But luckily, the coffee I ordered online came in, and look at this. This is one of my favorite canned coffees that's from Japan. I buy this sometimes from international marts or online if I'm feeling whimsical and want something different. It's pretty damn good for canned coffee, and I like my coffee black, so it's even better! The other thing I like to do before I start any work, whether it's manga or YouTube, is to go for a walk or exercise just a little bit to wake myself up further. If I feel lethargic at all, getting some blood flowing usually does the trick. Unless I pulled an all-nighter the night before, of course, to which then I look like this. Pretty spectacular, I know. So today, I have my coffee, and I went on a little walk, so it's time to start drawing. So first things first is to get the panels out on the page. I opted to not do a time lapse, so you can see not only how slow I am, but also to see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I'll cut around here and there because this is like a long video, but that's alright. So for this page, this is a setting page, a page to establish where the character is before the ball really gets rolling. And so this page is full of backgrounds, atmospheric shots, and so on. And if you were wondering how I make my backgrounds, good news, friend, this is basically the process. Because backgrounds take a million years to create, especially good ones, any shortcuts we can take are good. And you might already know how mangakas like to take pictures and convert said pictures into lines and tones. It's a pretty common method in a lot of YouTube videos. It's featured in how you can do that. And this is essentially what I'm doing, except you don't have to take pictures. I mean, especially if you can't find the right setting for a scene in your manga, it might be a little tough. So what are the other options? Well, one option I particularly like that I learned from a mangaka is using Google Maps. The shots and angles are a bit limiting, but you can still make it work and you can go anywhere in the world. It's really fantastic. The second option that people might not know about is to simply use 3D assets. Whatever software you use, whether that be sandbox games, Blender, or really anything else where you can place down props and all this other stuff is really good. And honestly, using 3D programs with assets that you can like place down and all this stuff, it's probably the best just because of the camera and what you can do with that. It's like that time I was reading the Minecraft manga and was like, wow, this guy's got it set. His 3D program to get backgrounds is in Minecraft. He can make whatever he wants and it will fit the manga style every single time. Sorry for the little tangent, but anyway, that's what I did for these backgrounds here. It's all 3D that I'm converting into lines and tones. Now, while there are tools out there to essentially one button convert everything to lines and tones, it is pretty inconsistent. It doesn't turn everything into lines and tones perfectly. You do have to fix it up a lot of the time. And at least in my experience, I do have a tool from the Clip Studio Paint store that converts most of it to lines and tones, but I have to fix it up every time. And still, even then, obviously these aren't perfect either. I would vastly prefer a unique background that's drawn from scratch and all that, since I believe they look a lot better, but quite frankly, if I did do that, then this would take so much longer. When I grow up, I want to have a background artist, yeah! And so, my favorite part about making these backgrounds is always the sky. And in this scene, we got the nighttime sky to draw. I'm gonna put stars here, some poofy clouds and all that. This is another one of those things that you have to manually add to make the backgrounds because even pictures or screenshots can't really help you here. By the way, if you're liking the video so far, feel free to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks so much. Moving on. Alright, we're halfway done with the draft, and this draft in particular is taking quite a while. That's because for drafts with lots of backgrounds, I like to mostly complete the backgrounds first before drawing in the characters. Why? I don't know, it just seems easier. I do go back in and touch up the backgrounds before the final draft, just to doubly make sure they look nice. And lately, in my manga Zombie Sword Girl, I've been trying to take a step back on the pacing and slow some things down. So pages like these that set up the mood and atmosphere help with that. You can kind of feel the vibe from this, which is looking a bit sad, a little emo, I'm thinking a bit. The nighttime sky really reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, something like that. on the final panel now. I'm just gonna fill in these bushes here, and yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. And with that, the draft is done, but man, I'm famished. Let's go grab a bite to eat. Smooth transition editing. Hey guys, it's Dran IRL, and I'm here to introduce a new segment. That segment is the food review segment. Creative name, I know. So every now and then on these DRANGA videos, I'll add fun stuff like this as a mental break from all the manga talk. And Dran's gotta eat, so today we're gonna eat. Yup. Boom. The Mr. Beast chocolate bar. But Dran, you yelp out, this has no nutrients. And to that I say, wrong. It has lecithin, soy, parentheses, and natural vanilla extract. Eureka! So, owned. Anyway, yeah, I've always wanted to try this because of how many people have said it's a horrendous chocolate bar. It's the worst chocolate bar they've ever tried in their life, especially when it's compared to like Hershey's. They're like, Hershey's is the gross one. That's like the fast food of chocolate bars, and then this is the healthier, natural, better tasting version of that garbage. So I've always been curious because like I like Hershey's. They're all right. Some people think it tastes like bile, but I don't know. It's okay. I like chocolate. I like chocolate, so I'm really curious to know if this is really that bad or people just hate Jimmy Beast. You know, so I don't know what to expect. And just to preface, I'm not biased against or for Mr. Beast. I won't even jump in that rabbit hole. But I'm gonna go into this with a clear middle ground, open mind, and almost as if I didn't even know who Jibby John Beast was. Yeah, let's get started with this. It's like I bought this for like $1. You know, I mean, it's a good price, I guess. Ooh, look at that! Can you see that? It says Mr. Beast and Feastables right. I'll go ahead and I'll try one of these little critters. Yeah, it's okay. Actually, I was gonna end the bit off of that, just end this whole segment, but to be honest with you, this isn't bad at all. This is not bad at all. I don't know if they changed the recipe or something, but this just tastes like a really normal chocolate bar. It's yeah, this is fine. I don't understand the hater on this now that I'm eating this. I don't know. I feel like it would have been plausible that he changed the cocoa beans or some weird thing. He changed something, recipe maybe, because this is fine. This will satiate me for the next 5 hours. You know, as a manga artist, we don't get paid, so this is dinner. Okay, I'm gonna probably eat the rest of this, I guess. I would give this on a scale of 1 through 10 of Drans. Oh, I give it like a 7 Drans out of 10. It's getting like stuck to my teeth a bit. Okay, man, that's it. Hey, thank you. Back to the manga. All right, we're back with proper nutrients in my tummy. That sounds terrible to say. Anyway, final draft time. I'm going in, fixing up the backgrounds a little more, but primarily drawing in the characters for this final draft. This shot is for my main man, Kiko. If you're curious about what the heck I've been talking about, the link to my manga is in the description, so check that out if you want. But anyway, the final draft can either take a long time or a short time to make. It really depends. I'd say for myself it takes longer to make the final draft because I'm a line art fanatic. I love drawing a million lines on certain panels, and thankfully here there's not much room for detail. As for an update on the chapter, it's more than halfway done. Pretty friggin' sweet if I don't say so myself. This chapter is definitely one that's more on the emotional side, so I'm having a lot of fun with finding unique angles of characters talking, lots and lots of background art, and expressions to match all of those feelings. So not much action. I know chapter 5 was pretty volatile with the action, but I'd say the character interactions is where I have lots of fun at as well with the action, so there's got to be a little balance, I guess. As for what's in this chapter, the only thing I can say is if you enjoyed Gerald from chapter 2, then you will really enjoy this chapter. We get to see a whole another side of his character here, and that's about it. This page is done for now. Huzzah! If you want early access to see new pages as they come out for Zombie Sword Girl, as well as my storyboard drawings, unreleased concept art, etc., then you can check out my Patreon. I added a new tier for this alone, and it's purely optional. This is more of just a way to support me, while also being the first ones to see my art before anybody else. Link is in the description. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching the second video of the DRANGA vlog series. I hope that soon I can finish this chapter so all your eyeballs can read it. Subscribe if you liked, comment down below your thoughts. How long does it take you to draw a manga page? For myself, this took me all day. But thanks to my Mr. Beast chocolate bar, I could push through! A special thank you to the very first member of my Patreon in the ZSG Enjoyer tier, Photo Man. He's the man. Thank you so much. And see you next time. Bye 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 bye.
Follow me down to my underworld. I lead you through romantic thoughts as I strip you to the bone. Cut you with my many colors. I'll dazzle you with my eyes. But when it's all been said and done, your death will be my high. Dance with me in my pit. Dance with me in hell.